Hello, Dumock the artist. Woods Voden here, responding to religious fundamentalists are the real enemy. First, let me clear something up. I wasn't just talking about Islamic fundamentalists. I was mostly talking about Christian fundamentalists. The second, if I can avoid going off into some anti-statist rant and completely getting off topic, um, look, you and I essentially agree, meaning we have the same goal. Our goal is to get fundamentalists out of the mainstream of politics. We just have very different ideas about how to get there. Now, I will not say I want to eliminate fundamentalism. It will never happen, and it's a fool's errand. Too much time, too much resources, too much energy, possibly too many lives. But the idea is always going to be around fundamentalist ideas. So the best I think we can hope to do is eliminate it from the mainstream and relegate it to the realm of the witches, vampires, and pagans party, or whatever that was, or the Nazi Green Libertarian Party, where people wonder whether or not it's a joke. Now then, you and I just have really different ideas about how to get there. Censorship on YouTube cannot be compared to censorship on in a state because people choose to come on YouTube, even if the terms of service are fucking stupid. People choose to come here. I choose to come here. If they said you can't make videos in negative anymore, and they deleted all my videos because of a stupid rule, I choose to come here. I can leave. I can go into another server. But with the state, you're not. You don't choose where you're born. Okay, there's no reason that there's nothing that says since you're born here, since you pay your taxes, since you vote, since ages ago somebody signed a quote social contract, you agree to give up certain liberties in order to interact within this civilization. So love it or I know you're not saying love it or leave it, but just as a side note, love it or leave it doesn't work. Anyway, but the difference between YouTube and living under any state is that with YouTube, you agree to do it. Now then, the exception is immigration. You know, if I decided, hey, I'm going to immigrate to Germany, then I would be agreeing to obey their laws. And I would be agreeing to the punitive measures to those who did not. Okay, but now, I do agree with you that people on YouTube who censor, if somebody censors them, well, hope you learn your lesson, asshole. I'm not helping you. Fuck. I have no sympathy for those people. I don't help those people. However, as far as politics, I will not use the tools of the state, i.e., all those guns, all those prisons, all that force, in order to censor somebody, no matter who they are. Mostly because the fundamentalists do most of the work for us. By the way, as much as I hate burning books, I still want to be able to do it. There's a principle here. You may have heard the old cliche, I may not agree with what you say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it. You know why free speech exists? For the minority speech, not for the majority. What happens when the majority is fundamentalist Christian and you say separation of church and state, and they say, whoops, that's fundamentalist atheism? Okay, they're lying. Fundamentalists lie. Hell yeah, they lie. They still have the right to speak. And so do you, and so do I, and I'm about to say hate speech. I hate fundamentalists. Fundamentalists are stupid fucktards who should get out of fucking politics. I fucking hate fundamentalists. And you know what? They got the same right to say, I hate that stupid fucking freak on YouTube. They have the right to call me a goddamn faggot who's gonna burn in hell, and I have the same right to say, hey man, fuck you! Also, I have the right to point out their stupidity. See, that's what speech is for. Now, let's say Bob Larson is burning books, and we say, hey man, that's fascist, man, that's tyrannical. Yeah. Now, when we say, hey, Bob Larson is a tyrant, he's mean, he's evil, he's a bad person, and somebody says, why? We can point at him burning his books and say, look at him out in the open, burning books. Look at that guy. When he says that homosexuality doesn't really exist, that it's unnatural, that it's sinful, we don't have to say, hey, Bob Larson said this in private and he really thinks this and he has this agenda. All we have to do is say, Bob Larson is a homophobe. Listen up and turn on his fucktarded radio show. They do most of the work for us. And I was going to make another point, but I forgot what that point was. Just know that this is not personal. I'm not angry with you. I'm angry with fundamentalism. And that's why I would like to see a party that goes against fundamentalism without going against free speech under the excuse of they want to censor speech, so let's us censor speech too. No, that's an excuse. That's what weak people do. I can speak for myself and support my own opinions. I don't need to censor other people's opinions. That's what they do. I don't want to have somebody legitimately say, well, that's what you guys do too. So it's really the same sort of shit. I want this to be honest on our side. I want us to have integrity. We're not the same sort of shit. Okay. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Persecution complex. Fundies have a raging persecution complex. We don't want to feed into it. We don't want them to say, look, they're persecuting us. It's the NWO. The Antichrist is upon us. We want their persecution complexes to look as silly as they really are. And point and laugh. And say, no, you're not persecuted. You have a bunch of creationist videos up. You have some kind of ridiculous book out on the market or something. You're not persecuted. Grow up. Get over yourself. Let's not feed into their delusion. Okay, so good discussion. And I'm going to hang out for a minute so this shit doesn't cut me off. So, but thanks for responding. Good stuff. Everyone's welcome to respond, by the way. Text, video, whatever.